Now we'll talk about these options: run from step and run to step. These are very important and very good options in UFT which are not there in any other tool. Right, suppose you have a script. Okay, if I write over here print A, and then if I write over here print B, and then print C. Okay, now this is the added advantage in UFT, that you can run your scripts from the middle. Okay, if I want to run the script from line number 2, I can do that, or if I want to run from line number 4, I can do that. Okay, if I simply click run, it will start from the very beginning. Okay, it will print ABC in the output. Okay, if I just run it from line number 2, if I right click on line number 2, I'll get the option run from step. I have also discussed this earlier. Right, I can simply run it and only B and C will be printed. Okay, sometimes you are on you are actually on a application wherein you want to run the script from a particular step. Okay, so the requirements are there, and over there it's very useful. Okay, or if I right click and say run from step is there and run to step is there. Okay, if I select this, then it will run till that particular step. Okay, and it will come in the debug mode. I'll tell you what the debug mode is. It will stop on the next line. Right, hold on, I'll stop this script. But yes, options are there from running to a step or running from a step. Okay, commenting and uncommenting, yes, this is also important. You can comment the code. If I put a single quote in front of the line, it gets commented, it will not be executed. It's a very simple thing. It's there in all the languages. Okay, at times you don't want to delete the code, you just want it to be rendered useless, so you can comment it. The shortcut is that you can select the code which you don't want to use and hit Control M as in mango, right? Control M of your keyboard. Hold on. Yeah, Control M, and the code would get commented. And if you don't want to, or if you want to uncomment the code, you can hit Control Shift M of your keyboard. Okay, so Control M will comment the code. Okay, and Control Shift M will uncomment the code. Right, now, or you can select the code and right click on it and you get the option comment. Okay, or you can right click on it and you can select uncomment. Right, so this is again few things, small things, but used a lot. Okay, optional steps. Okay, now sometimes what happens is that you go to a website, right, there, and you click on a link. Right, now you know that link will, sometimes it will come, sometimes it won't come. Okay, or you go to a website, there is an alert box present on the website which automatically pops up, and you really don't know, or there is no logic when that alert box should come up. Okay, so you really don't know when a particular element or when a particular object will come up in front of you or not. Okay, or a particular thing will come up. So for that step you can use optional steps for those kinds of steps. For example, in my UFT I can write over here, or hold on, we had the code, right? We had this code. Now I was navigating to alibaba.com, right? Over there, suppose there was a link on which I had to click or something. So the steps which you want to execute optionally, you can put the command optional step dot in front of those commands. We will be using this. Okay, I will not demonstrate it right away in front of you, just giving you an overview. Steps or commands which are optional, you can put optional step dot in front of them. Right, then slowing down the execution script. Yes, this is important. Okay, at times you have the need that you need to slow down the execution speed of the script. Okay, I am writing print A, A1, A2, A3 over here. Okay, now if you go to tools, options, go to GUI testing and go to test runs. Over there are two options, fast and normal run. Generally scripts which are stable enough, you run them in the fast mode. Okay, but the scripts which are not stable enough, you run them in the normal mode with a delay in each step. Okay, I'll say that introduce a delay of 2 milliseconds, okay, or 2 seconds between each step. That means between A1 and A2 there will be a difference of 2 seconds, then A3 it will be a difference of 2 seconds. When you run this, there will be a difference. Okay, see that A1 gets printed, then A2, and then A3. So you can regularize the speed of execution through this. Okay, right. And one more thing, this is required at times, because you know, when you're making complex scripts and all, you don't want it to execute so fast, right? At times you want to slow it down, right? One more thing, you have to introduce breakpoints sometimes, right? What is a breakpoint? A breakpoint is something like this. If I click in front of this line, I get a red mark. This is known as breakpoint. Okay, what will happen is, just a minute guys, I'll tell you. For A5, what will happen is that when you run the script, the control or the code will stop on this particular line, A2. Okay, right.